member wish to be recognized? Mr. Huffman, you're recognized for 5
Thank you,
minutes.
Mr. Chairman. Well, I am glad that the gentlelady from Wyoming and I both want the grizzly bear recovery to be a success story. But this is not the way to get there. To legislatively delist the population located around Yellowstone in Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho from the ESA, and then block judicial review, that is not going to lead us down the path of success. That's going to lead us to some really unfortunate consequences, maybe relearning some lessons of history that we ought to know better at this point. The bill clearly places partisan politics over science-based management decisions, ignoring tribal consultation on culturally significant species, silencing public input, and jeopardizing the recovery process for the grizzly bear population. A lot has happened since the Fish and Wildlife Service published that faulty 2017 delisting rule that the courts threw out. And by the way, just because a court rules against the Trump administration, you don't have to add the word activist before the word judge. Sometimes they're just applying the law. But over the past few years, the service updated the species status assessment for the grizzly bear, including greater Yellowstone ecosystem grizzlies, and rejected 2 petitions to delist the grizzly. Now, we haven't had a hearing on this bill in this Congress, and so we haven't recently heard from the Fish and Wildlife Service about this legislation, including everything that has happened since the last Congress. But last Congress, we heard from Fish and Wildlife Service. We heard from a leading grizzly bear biologist. We received letters from numerous stakeholders and tribal nations. All of them opposed this legislation. And one major reason for the widespread concern about the bill is that some states have not demonstrated a credible commitment to continuing the conservation of the species. That's why the former director of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service sent a letter to Montana legislators warning that state laws and regulations threaten both grizzly bear recovery and public safety. With these anti-predator laws in place, the grizzly could once again vanish from the greater Yellowstone ecosystem. So reinstating the outdated 2017 delisting rule could actually put the grizzly bear back on the road toward extinction, which none of us should want to see. I oppose this bill and urge my colleagues to vote no. Yield back.